Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody had a good weekend. We're going to start this episode by ripping some packs, but I'm going to do some more rooftop agility here while we wait for people to jump in. Did a lot of progress last night. Did some Arceus library. Got us up to 48 mage and 27 rune crafting. Did a couple of fire making levels with the logs I had built up in the bank. Got a couple agility levels today. So total XP gained from last night and a little bit this morning. Looking at about 341,000 XP. So I try to reset my XP tracker every day so that I could see what that is, and I'm going to start adding that into the intro here just so that everyone can kind of get an idea how much work we do off stream. Lots of fun, lots to do here. Like I said, I'm going to keep running laps here for a few until we get a couple of people in. And then we'll go ahead and start ripping. Going to do as much agility as I can here to get these marks of grace. We do have the top unlocked as well as the boots, so those will kind of be our next pieces here to try to help with our run restore as well as our weight reduction. Just posted it out in our clan chat here. So we'll give it just a few seconds and then we'll start ripping while we're running laps here. Again, the goal is just to boost up the marks of grace, be able to get those extra graceful pieces. The boots specifically are going to be a big pickup because it's something we can use all the time. Hey, DJ. Yeah, no hat today. I just took a shower, so the The Momoa is quite blowing today. Hope things are going well. Hope everything went well after we left. All right, let's get ripping here. Currently sitting on 135,000 points, or credits, if you will. 415 packs have been opened so far, with 1,731 cards, 27 unique foils, and 27%. Oh, no fun. What ended up happening? All right, let's start ripping. Couple of commons in this one. Beginner Wand. Start for MTA. Warriors. I can now thieve warriors. That's a good thieving method. We do have the level to do it. Blue box. Animated spade. Man, we are getting every spade card except the actual spade. Dupe Pyromancer boots. Raw sardines. That's good for quick, easy cooking. Oh no, DJ. Didn't end up having enough for that section that you were doing? A tree skirt. Onyx necklace. A blue wizard hat. It's a mage bonus. And some dupes. Sara sword. Home of water. The mime gloves. That was almost all dupes. Keep it running here. Catalytic tiara is nice. Chaos druids are great. It's a nice low-level mob. Oh, geez. Yeah, I mean, hopefully you can find it. Is it not just available anywhere online? Like, nobody has backstock of it? Bowl of hot water. The bobble scarf. A foil fur. Well, we'll see how that plays out later. Not really going to unlock anything for us, but worth it. Another Chaos Ellie. Angler piece. Getting closer to the angler outfit. Chaos runes. That's nice. Again, we're still waiting on air runes or an air staff. If we can get an air anything, it will make it to where we can actually use magic. Right now, we've got the magic level, and we have laws unlocked, but we can't teleport because almost every teleport we can use is blocked by the air runes. Sawdust. Still 100k to go. A dupe goblin champion scroll. There's the normal version of that. And a stray dog plushie. Nothing in that one. Lots of dupes. Bronze wire. A servery potato. Normal crossbow. That opens up some basic range outside of just using the darts. Yeah, that's not fun at all. Brutal green dragons. That's not happening anytime soon. Don't really know what that would even unlock. I think it's not going to be anything. Highwayman mask. Gives us another option of some fashionscape. Another pet to add to the collection. I think that's 12 pets now. A holy sheet. Yeah, I was going to mention it, and then I was like, well, he didn't say anything, so probably forgot, and I didn't remind you, so. An absorption potion. Red berries. Oh, red berries. Blaze that opens up, making the red panda. We can change Rocky into a red panda. We officially got it. So we'll have to go get some red berries. Black Warhammer. I will go pick up a red berry spawn when we finish these packs for sure. Gotta make Rocky a little red panda. Another pet. I'm telling you, that's all we get on this account is pets. Superior dragon bones. Some myth claws. Lots of commons here. Or lots of uncommons, I should say. An apple pie. Some hemp seeds. Lots of dupes right now. Lots of dupes. Gloves of Darkness dupe. Big bone meal might be nice. Ooh, and raw rabbits. Another option for cooking. And there we go again. Another pet. Lobster pot. That's a huge one. So the lobster pot opens up the ability to fish lobsters, which is going to be substantially more AFK. So that'll give us an option of just sitting back and relaxing. I think we might actually have raw lobsters. We'll check after. That might also give us a better cooking option. Now we really need to get air runes because that'll let us tele over to Camelot and Sears area. Make it a little easier. Venator shards. We're getting almost all the fragments. Again, could use, there's another fragment. Could use a spade. Could use low-level logs for fletching. Could also use the copper ore or iron ore. So lots of entry-level things we can still get. 60,000 more points to go. Black salamanders. Nothing in that one. 55,000 more points to go. Earth Implings. Silver ore. That we have, I believe, silver bars. So that's an option for smelting. We got to get our smithing up, though. All right, lots of commons in this one. I don't know if a scrapey tree log can do anything for us. I'll have to look into that and see if that has any use case as far as for the early game here. Eclipse Red. I believe that is one of the wines that spawns. So we might actually have a better food option that is a spawn and we can just telly around and get. Dupe Iron Full Helm. Myth Dart dupe. Another godly. The Gommel's version of the Avernic Defender. I don't think we're going to be using that anytime soon. Bellator Ring, not going to be used anytime soon. Maple Long. Steel Chain Body. That's a nice upgrade. Definitely an option. Lots of commons that are just mobs that we don't need. $35,000 more before we sell back. Spider Torso. Dupe Mountain Troll. Snapdragon Potion. Cooked Chompies. I believe we have raw Chompies. Don't have the Chompy itself and don't have the arrows yet. Burnt Shark. 28,000 to go. Vile Ashes. Pure Essence. That's absolutely perfect. It'll help us get into some rune crafting outside of doing Arceus. Beer glass. Then servant's dupe. Red dragon. Lots of dupes in that one. Spirit angler. Unstrung combo. Willow branch. Castle Wars arrows. Still not a low-level arrow for us to use. Hydra. A watch. Still got 13,000 points. Fire giants. That can give us our rune skimmy. So we have our way to get our better weapon, and we actually have them very easily in the Isle of Souls. Not quite the level for them, but that opens up a little bit of a future plan here. 10,000 left before we do our selling of dupes, and we have lots to sell. Raw pheasant. We can get a cooked pheasant. I believe that will open up the Lederhosen outfit for that random event. Currently missing just that one piece. Dragon Hunter Wand. Blue Moon. Air Rune Pack. So close. We need the air runes for the air staff. Mammoths. Alright, 2 more before we sell. A dupe Big Pearl. Another team cape. The healer hat. Myth Defender. And hair. We unlocked hair. Alright, let's go ahead and sell the dupes. We had 86 cards. Enough for one more pack. There's the rock golem. That's the mining pet. Again, the pet account here. Only one common in this one. A rare black lobster. What's it say? It's 1,700 points. So many pets. They did an update on the collection log now, for the collection album. That actually allows you to sort everything. So as far as pets go, we have beef, bloodhound, Callisto cub, giant squirrel, heron, nextling, chaos elemental, Dagonoth supreme, kraken, Enid's queen, Zilliana, prince black dragon, rock golem, rocky, and venomous spiderling. So 15 pets. Really don't know what to say to that one. Fire giants was a big unlock for us. That'll definitely help. Other than that, out of those points, that was pretty much the only real pull we got. Everything else is more future based, not in the current iteration here. We were so close on the air runes, hitting the air rune pack. Oh, the other thing we got is the steel chain. So that's another option for us. We'll see if we can't finish up this agility level, and then we'll start on our path for today. Start the rebuild of points. Yeah, DJ, I didn't know the Nana bread was for us, or I would have said something. I thought you were just showing me how you made Nana bread. Well, let's go ahead and look up the fire giant drops and see kind of what we got from that, because now we have moss giants and fire giants unlocked. Yeah, he took a picture and sent it to me that he made it, but I didn't realize it was for us. That's my bad. Yeah, like I said, it was my bad. Yeah, so they dropped the Myth Square and the Rune Sim. Both great options for us. Oh, that was the other thing we unlocked, is the lobster pot. The lobster pot is probably one of the biggest unlocks for us. Let me look up what we've got as far as lobsters go. I haven't eaten the blueberry cobbler, and honestly, I forgot about the blueberry cobbler too, so. Lobster pot, I do not have raw lobsters. I do have burnt lobsters. So, we can fish them, we just can't cook them. But we've got a little bit until level 40 when we can do that. So maybe that'll be part of our goal today. Yeah, unfortunately, my memory's been shot. My mind's been preoccupied. Today is supposed to be my final pre-trial going on right now, so trying to keep my mind off of that, because we'll be setting a trial date for my workman's comp case for my knee. You know, because 5 torn ligaments needs an entire case to get them to pay for some reason. Yep. Yeah, pretrial motions are supposed to be heard today. And last pretrial, the judge basically said he was tired of this shit. And they had one more pretrial motion before he set the actual date for the hearing. So hopefully the trial will be this week or next week. And we'll be able to move forward. I mean, you'd have to come over in order to eat the cobbler. And with your busy schedule as being part-time contractor, I don't know how you're going to have time for that, but Stats are on screen for anyone new joining, wanting to check it out. Feel free to jump in the chat, ask any questions you may have. Well, I can't wirelessly give you Cobbler. Hermie, how you doing, buddy? Doing good so far today. Knees getting better and better. Just putting in crazy hours trying to keep the stream entertaining as much as I can. Up to 4 days, 10 hours played. In just under 2 weeks. Blazed, remember, someone can always make time for you if they want to. If they don't, it's because they really don't want your blueberry cobbler. That must be what it is. Screwing with you, DJ. There it is. Hermie, I already told you, man, you got a spot. I told you all those months ago. What was it? Almost a year now? Year and a half? You want to fly out? We're here. There's no hate, DJ. No hate. Nothing but love here. Nothing but love. Oh, did I? I'm sure you did. I can only imagine how bad your back is. I spent like, what, 2 minutes on your shoulders? Like, you're all knotted up. For a 747, there's an airport about a half hour, 45 minutes away from us. If you can get a smaller plane, you know, just take your private jet, Hermie. There's a nice airport right down the street. Yeah, I feel like fire giants might be too hard.
Up, completed.
There's level 45 agility. A jet could fit in the backyard. That could fit on the hill for sure. 747, not so much. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Just playing a card locked hardcore Iron Man. Just ripped a bunch of points. About to rip another pack here. And then we'll get started on today's grind. Doing some agility in between here to try to get our hands on some more graceful. We could get some decent arrows. Fire giants would be nice. But we're currently still sitting on Broad Addy and Dragon, which aren't going to help us in these low levels. Or again, air runes. Air runes would be great. All right, let's rip this pack. Couple of commons. Zammy Mage. Strength Potion. Grapes. We got to get those red berries too. So let's see. All right. There's a couple of red berry bushes real close here, so we'll run and go grab those. And then we can tele out and gear up. I also did pickpocket 280 triangle sandwiches so we could do some combat today. And not have to worry about stopping for food. So there's apparently 2 red berry bushes over here. There's a Kadava. There's a red berry. All right. Mr. Rocky is going to go from his original form here into Red Panda. His name changed to Red as well. Get over here so I can actually see him. You can even see his face changes on the in-game. All right, he's now red. That's what that poll did for us. think I'm still too low for Earth Implings. Let's do a tally over to Isle of Souls. And let's grab out our armor. Grab out the darts too, just in case. Grab out some food and let's get started. So from the Moss Giants, we're looking for the black square shield. That's our main drop that we're looking for. Just got an interesting text message that we'll have to see if that plays through or not. There's a myth spear. We don't have the myth spear, so I can't pick it up. Yeah. Take the turds out. I'll go ahead and hide this stuff. So these guys have a max hit of 6 and 60 HP. The fire giants have 111 HP with a max hit of 11. So until we get some better armor, I don't think that going to be a viable solution to go just straight up fight them. Hey, how you doing? Welcome back. Did 135,000 points just a little bit ago here. All we really got out of it was a lobster pot. We got red berries.
Completed.
There's a hit points level. We got red berries, so we turned Rocky into red. Yeah, other than that, it was pretty much it. There's the black square. That'll give us a nice little defense boost. And I don't think that we have the... No, we don't have the steel med helm, so... It's pretty much all we need from these guys. Although they do drop big bones, which is nice. However, I think we're gonna go take a risk here. Let's bring this guy out a little bit so that we can just fight him and be done. How are you, Danicano? So I did the Arceus library. So I got 48 magic, 27 rune crafting. So that was a good chunk of the points. I did another thieving level. I did 31 range yesterday. A couple of fire making levels. A couple agility levels. Ah, Brutus, that's awesome, buddy. Yeah, Brutus would be nice. Unfortunately, he is still out of my wheelhouse here. I have Beef, the pet, but I don't have him. Oh, that's the other thing I've been doing, prayer. So let's head over and we will go do some dragons. What do we have here? Net? Okay. So we're going to try to do some baby dragons here and see how this goes. Oh, and we got teased a little bit. We got an air rune pack, but we did not get air runes. So we were close. So close. We also do have greater demons unlocked and lesser demons, so those are an option as well. They're just quite a bit higher than what we want to do here. But it may be an option. So I wonder if we can doesn't look like we can safe spot these guys. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Might have to just flinch these. I don't think there's anything in there that I can safe spot them on. Oh, there's not. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be still a little too high for us. We're hitting good on him, but he's also hitting well on us. Come on. Can we get the 1 KC?
Task completed.
No, we cannot. I feel like that puts us in the dragon's range, so we might have to just long range them. We'll see here. I prefer to just pull them in. These guys are similar to the moss giants as far as stats. Don't blow fire breath, so, but they do drop better bones. Couple nice hits there. We are out of food, so we may have to run here. I don't like being out of food in this area, but risking the hardcore right now, and I really don't like that. But we're close. Can we get the kill? All right. There's that. Why are baby dragon bones not unlocked? I just swore that those were unlocked. I know they were unlocked from our foil here. Let me check the bronze man. Ah, that's why. I typed them as 2 words instead of 1 word. And those are 30, so. Double the XP of the moss giant bones. So we'll come back down here. Maybe what we can do is long range this guy real quick. Get him pulled in. Have him hit us once. And then we'll drag him over here. Oh, that was close. 8 HP. Did I really get an Addy? No, okay. The Addy Sim was the one I had. I was like, did I really just get an Addy Sim in the first chest? That's the first dark key I got. There we go. I guess we can walk back. We're real close to our reset here as far as our minigame teleports. I didn't want to have to walk, but we'll walk back and grab food. So I think what we'll do is we'll fight the baby blue dragons for a little while. Use the darts to lure them in. Oh, you know what? We should probably get the Ami of accuracy at some point too. But we'll get that. Oh, okay. How do you accidentally call somebody? Ah, fair enough. I was hoping the black square would give us a little bit more defense, but unfortunately it did not. And then we want to look for imps while we're out here, because if we can get all the beads for imp catcher, speaking of beads, and he tellied. We'll take the red bead. Because again, if we can get all these, we can do the Amulet of Accuracy. CNIP. And he tellied. So I guess for now we try to claim the... Yeah, the Donkey Kong music is super good. For now, we're going to fight the Baby Blues, get our prayer up as high as we can. Goal obviously being 43 prayer. And then we can take on the Fire Giants to try to get our Rune Sim. We're now too high of a level for these skeletons to even aggro us. So it's something to keep in mind while we're in here. Because these guys can't even hit us anymore. So we'll use the darts to pull the dragons in. Interesting. I wonder if I can do it around this corner. Nope. How about here? Nope, they run. Okay. And we'll work on attack while we're doing this. Try to boost up our attack levels a little bit. And we may switch over to some defense here, depending on how long we're here for. Could be. I got that message, so thank you, honey. The beautiful wife stepping in to give a refill. All right, so let's reset all the XP and start the grind. I do appreciate it. Throw a dart at this guy, get him in. And while we're doing this, I'll keep looking for armor upgrades and see what we have. See if there's any way we can get any of it. Because any armor upgrades at this point would be massive. Don't know if that one will come to us. We can try it. Nope, doesn't look like it will. We're waiting on this guy. Oh. Went too far. Come here. All right. Got a bunch of Barrows items. We've got Addy plate legs and an Addy chain. Let's see if anything we have unlocked drops Addy plate legs. So that would be a huge upgrade. Looks like we can get from greater demons a 1 in 128 for the Addy plate legs. Be the only thing we have unlocked. Yeah, looks like the only thing we have unlocked would be the greater demons, which is too high of a level, unfortunately. Let's see about the Eddy chain. Eddy chain is dropped by the lesser demons at a 1 in 39. So that's a possibility. They're a little too high for us right now. But it is a doable option.
Level up completed.
Level 20 prayer. We also have a Myth Full Helm unlocked. I'm looking now to see where we can get those. It looks like they drop from Birthrupt Guards, which are only level 37. And I believe I have Birthrupt Guards. Make sure we don't lose our hardcore status while we're sitting here doing research. I don't have Birthrupt Guards. I've got Tower Guards, Jail Guards. Yeah, so that's not going to be an option, unfortunately. Looks like we can fight one more of these. Go ahead and rip these packs on our next dragon kill here. We do have 2 packs unlocked. All right. Start with the first one here. Magus Ring. Angler Paint. Eat up to almost full here. And last pack. Khazard Ogre. Khazard Ogre is part of the General Khazard Fighter Inner Quest. That's not going to help us either. All right. Well, this is incredibly slow, so let's go ahead and switch it up a little bit. Because, unfortunately, we're still too low on this. All right. Let's see if we can't get this imp. Fortunately, I think we're going to have to go back to cows here, which feels bad.
Level up completed.
Level 44 attack. Sorry about that. No update as far as from the dock, unfortunately. That was another call that I had to take. Got a beginner clue scroll on the ground. Unfortunately, it requires a gold ring and a gold necklace, and I cannot get either of those right now. But back to the cow pen, and we'll see how far we can get here. Unfortunately, I think this might be our best training method. It requires the least amount of food. It's also the quickest amount of XP. Plus we get the prayer XP. I did quite a bit of work on Mage, hoping that we would get some air runes today, but it hasn't happened. We can get some fast points if we want to go back to thieving, but unfortunately, that's about our quickest method here of point gain. That are going back to RKS Library. Although we're about 10 books for a level now. So not as quick as it was. As far as other mobs, I'm looking through. We've got a couple like ice trolls. That would be good. Ice troll males. But they're just a little too high of a level for us at the moment. Got Sal around the Twisted. That one requires a spade. Yeah, I'm not seeing much else that we can fight. We've got Zogres. But that's only the Zogre Quest Eaters, or Zogre Flesh Eaters, I should say, in that quest. So we've got Pyre Fiends, but I believe Pyre Fiends require Slayer. And we don't have a very high Slayer level and can't move forward. I believe we're locked. Yeah, Pyre Fiends require a level 30 Slayer. It would be a great mob to fight if we actually had the Slayer. There is a chance we can go to Birthrup and see if we can use Turiel and get a mob we can actually fight. We get a little bit of Slayer XP. We only have a couple open, but we could try. Because that would be a good goal to work towards. 30 Slayer, get Pyre Fiends, because that gives us some more armor options that unlock. It's got a Myth Chain, Steel Full Helm, Addy Med Helm, Steel Boots, which we have. The rest I'd have to check. I believe we have a Myth Chain, though.
Level up completed.
21 prayer. Which is enough for another pack. We've got Hobgoblins as well. But I don't think they drop anything that we need either. I think we're... Yeah, because they just drop the spears and whatnot, which aren't helpful to us right now. What about warriors? Warriors are just the thieving ones in Artie. That's all they do. So they're not actually the attackable warriors. All of those are called like Alcarid Warrior or Warrior Lost City, Warrior Relica. So the one we got is the Warrior Thieving. So that's not going to help us. We do have the soldiers unlocked. I like the birth rope ones. Drop a steel full helm. But I think we only have myth and iron. So unfortunately, I think that's going to be out of the question too. Yeah, we've got the steel boots, steel chain body, and then the steel long. We've also got the Shazian soldiers. Do those drop anything else? Drop some iron bolts. That's a possibility to get us some bolts. Bolts will hit a little harder. Possible safe spottable. Fire giants that are safe spottable. It's a possibility. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to have anything else that we can fight. So we're just going to be back on the point boosting here. And hoping we rip something out of any of these packs. Oh, look at you. Congratulations. we'll see how that goes. I don't know how that process is right now with everything going on in the Supreme Court. They keep trying to change rules to figure out a way to make FOID not get overturned here. Yeah, so it's 30 days for the initial unless they require a deeper review, and then they can hold it for up to 180. That's in the fine print of the law. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, we feel that a little too hard. Yeah, right now they're 5 checks behind. So, lots of fun. The great cow slaughter here. Let's rip it back. Try to get some dopamine here. First goblin staff. Why couldn't you be an air staff? Oh, we were. And then they like to stop out of nowhere. Always seems to stop right around the time the court case is coming up to hearing. Last month, we missed the 2 weeks before the court case. They never sent them. And then this month, the 2 weeks before. A little RuneScape jam here for you. Oh, yeah. Always try to hit the milking cow. I don't know why. I just did it again. Must be Terrytown getting me shaking on my boots. Blaze is sitting next to me working some magic on some art. Keep trying to get her to stream Tuesdays and Thursdays for me. On the days I can't stream. Well, now you went and did it. Now you went and did it. Oh, yeah. We'll finish this attack level. I did tell him that I was. Didn't seem to matter much. It was kind of just is what it was. Seb mentioned jumping on. But that was about it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't seen him pop in yet. Oh, you know what? I got a follow from Phantom Seb. I bet you that's Sebastian. And he followed literally right before I went live yesterday. So that was probably him. It didn't even click because I just looked at the prefix on the name of Phantom. Yeah, would make sense. But yeah. We've been continuing to grind here. Haven't stopped. What I need to do is stop being lazy and figure out a way to AFK good points on here so I can start editing the videos into YouTube videos. Because I'm on episode 8 now here, and I could probably make that into 4 long form, like 30-minute YouTube videos that I haven't done yet. I guess it'd be short form in comparison to the stream, but they'll be long form YouTube videos. But I gotta learn editing software. I gotta bounce all the information onto the other computer, and it's just more than I've had the capacity for. And in all honesty, I haven't unlocked an AFK training method that's been really good yet. So until I do that, it's been tough. Especially if I want to keep impressing people like Danicano in here with how many points I can get per stream. The grind has to continue. Gotta earn that Prime sub he gave me.
Level up completed.
There's the attack level. All right, let's see what this one is. Oh, another spade. What you laughing at, DJ? Or lure and bait fishing. Yeah. Well, hey, I gotta earn it, you know? If I'm gonna have card core accounts following me, I gotta make it worth their while. Let's grab a small fishing net. Let's see if we can't get some fishing XP to boost our points here. And get up to level 40 fishing for lobsters. That may be an AFK method we can use. Also a couple giant rats there that we could use for cooking. Not bad XP. While we're doing this, let's go ahead and rip a pack. Maybe we can get something new. Nope. Yeah, that's about when I get on. Tuesdays and Thursdays will be the exceptions, because I got PT on those days. Which I'm going to have to talk to them and see if I can't move my PT up on Tuesdays and Thursdays, because... Oh, you know what? Never mind.
Completed.
I was thinking we have to pick up the kids from school, but we don't on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But, yeah, Mondays, I might stream a little earlier, because I'll be ending earlier, because we have the kids. Feels so wrong to drop all these, but need the XP right now, and I've got a ton of these in the bank. But yeah, in the future, the plan is Tuesdays and Thursdays I'll edit videos, and then stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And as I heal, I might get longer streams. I might do night streams again. Just kind of depends. Ideally, if I want to capture as much market share as I can, I should be streaming after dinner time. because that's when the big streamers who are doing what I'm doing, like the biggest guy who pulls most of the traffic for this, gets off around 4 or 5. So ideally, I'd want to stream when he's not. But he doesn't stream on the weekends, so the weekends are the ones that I try to put as much in as I can. But yeah, I've been doing approximately 4 hours a day. 4 to 6 as far as on stream. Almost do another pack. But yeah, after I'm done streaming, I play either AFK or at the computer till 10 or 11 at night. And then wake up in the morning, AFK or play until 11 o'clock in order to build up all the points that I've been doing. So it's a lot of off-stream work But I generally try to do the stuff that's more quote-unquote boring off stream. So like stuff like this, I try to do when I'm not streaming. Like it's I put in a lot of hours in order to make it happen. Curious how many giant rats are over in this area, because this might actually be closer than the Varrock one. And that might be worth it to do the rat meat. There are 27 spawns of giant rats in the Lumbee Swamp here. And about 8 of them are close together. So that might actually be a better option than cows. Because then I could pick up the meat and cook it and get that XP for that, as well as the levels from that. Which will help. Another pack to rip. Let's see what we get. Oh, 1 uncommon and 4 commons. This might be a good pack. Let's take a look. Dupes. That's 4 dupes. And 1 new that does not help us at all whatsoever. Oof. But yeah, the goal will be to get to 40 fishing so that I can AFK the lobsters. Off stream, I still have to get the points from agility to get the graceful stuff that we were doing earlier. So like graceful boots and graceful top eventually. Still haven't figured out a way to use fletching. If I can get it up to level 5, it'll fix all the problems, but haven't gotten there yet. And smithing, I can repair the struts, but I can't actually get the bronze bars, so doesn't really help us right now because I'm still missing copper. So I've got the soldier.
Level up completed.
Level 34 fishing. Which has the steel med. Same with the tower guards. Plus, we got quite a bit of time of me just like all this downtime that I have. I'm literally researching and trying to figure out what I can and can't do and what the cards give me. Because my game knowledge is not what it used to be. Because it's been so long since I played. Count check. That's a lamp that I can't use. Yeah, Ninetales escape though. We'll get a full inventory of anchovies and we'll move on to the next thing. there is a cooking range right here. No way through though. So in this area here, there's a bunch of giant rats. So we can come in here, kill the giant rats, pick up the rat meat, go here, cook. And then drop it, come back out, do it again. And that'll get us the combat as well as cooking levels. Because unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to boost our combats quite a bit more if we want to fight the fire giants, the lesser demons. I swear this clan chat literally just complains about people who do a foil exception, people who get coins, and how people play their accounts. That's literally all they talk about the entire time. Looks like there's quite a few giant rats right there. The range is right there. We'll just go back and forth between those. And it'll get us everything we kind of need to do for a little while here. start building back up the points. Also a bunch of giant rats right up back there. Might be even better. You can't deposit the lamp. I'm probably gonna have to destroy it, unfortunately. Let's grab out this. Yeah, I mean, there's a good amount right there. Might be a better option. They're all level 3s, though. For the level 6s, which are in the actual swamp, so I might switch over to those. These do respawn quick, but so should the other ones. All right. Yeah, we don't have giant frogs. We've got big frogs, but not giant frogs. Okay. Around. Little sea shanty in the chat. Rocky's out here living his best life, trying to keep up with me. So this will be very similar to the cows as far as the combat side of things go. But it'll give us the cooked meat, so we have the ability to gain some cooking levels as well. And we also have these big frogs unlocked, so we can add these into whenever they're nearby. We're waiting on rats, because those are level 10s. Actually going to do is I'll untag And I'm just going to tag the actual rats that are level 6. We only fight the better ones. Get ourselves more XP per hour. This is bringing me back to when Blazed and I did a our OSRS accounts for our variety streams. Sitting here killing frogs and killing big rats in the Lumbridge swamp. Never heard of her, eh? DJ trying to catch the Mime Jr. Uh-oh. Blazed may have some words for you. He escaped anyway. Yeah, these big frogs are going to boost the XP up quite a bit. With them having so much more HP. See if we're going to get a prayer level here.
Level up completed.
There we go. Sun is out, peeking through them clouds, trying to blind me. Yeah, it's just like a mini game. You can do stuff with the actual things you catch, but a lot of people don't. Oh no. We live in Illinois. Guns have to be locked in safes at all points in times. Our Lord Pritzker has demanded it. Didn't you know? That's why we have no more shootings in Chicago. Because all the guns are locked up. I don't make the rules. No. That's just fake news and propaganda. There's not documented evidence of that. Just ask him, he'll tell you. No, AI. AI. All fake. Never happened. Go get your COVID boosters. I mean, fair enough. Hit the frog, thank you. Yeah, much faster option to fight these here rather than in the Varrock sewers. Nice and close to a range. Don't have to run back and forth. Just continue the prayer, cooking, and attack grind here. As this is the best content I have for the time being to show on stream. Hopefully by Wednesday we'll be able to fight the baby dragons a little bit better and get much higher XP as far as the prayer goes. But that'll be for me to work on tonight off stream and then tomorrow on my day off of streaming between physical therapy. I apologize. Hopefully Wednesday I should have a big chunk of points. Because I will be an extra day in between of grinding out. So we should have a big opening on Wednesday. These big frogs are like the perfect amount of HP in between the rats and the chickens up to the next step of guards. They don't hit hard. They have good HP. They respawn quick. Like the perfect thing to train on. Would prefer the giants, like I said, because they do drop big bones. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen until I pull that card. Which at this point may not be until after it's no longer useful. Another inventory to cook. That's a great TCG name. This guy's name next to us is Pack Sparrow. The Skitty escaped. That sun is bright. Hit me right in the face. Even with the hat, it's getting rough.
Level up completed.
42 HP. That gives us 2 more packs, so I'll start a new rat here and then we'll rip the first one. Dragon Keel dupe. And the last pack. A wooden sword. And a dragon salvage hook. Well, that ain't happening anytime soon, but $217 in sellbacks of dupes. Just trying to get the prayer up so we can go fight fire giants. Try to get our rune sim. Would be nice if we could get some magic to fight them. Make it a little easier, but still need the air rune unlock. All right. Well, I'm going to call it here, guys. It's a 3-hour stream. I appreciate everybody stopping by, saying hello. We will be streaming again on Wednesday. Wednesday for the next stream. Should be a big point opening. I'll be saving up here over the next day and a half. But I appreciate everyone tuning in. As always, thanks for stopping by and stay safe. Talk to you guys.